Hello guys, welcome back. Today we will see sourcing and procurement overview. Purpose of this session is to get an overall idea about each area in material management. And this session will be in 5 parts. In the first part of the session will be introductory part of material management. In that we will see what is material management, why we need material management, what are its objective, and what are the different areas in material management. So let's start. Material management, it is the management of flow of material into the organization. If you have seen any industry, any manufacturing industry, there is a raw material that we convert into finished good, that is end product. Let's take an example of fan. It has so many subcomponents, and if you analyze the cost estimation for this raw material, you will observe that the cost of the end product is highly depend upon the cost of the raw material. So if we are able to manage the material properly, then we will earn good amount of profit for the company. So managing the inventory is very important. So basically we have to manage the inventory in, we have to take care of two things. First one, there should be no excess, and second, there should be no shortage. Excess means suppose we have ordered a huge amount of material, but usage rate is low. So we must calculate capacity requirement, usage rate. As per that, we have to order. So how much to order, that is important to avoid the excess of inventory. And second, no shortage of material or any gaps in the supply chain process of the organization. So production should not stop because of raw material unavailability. So there should be neither excess nor shortage. So both are equally important. So SAP Material Management, it is the part of logistic area, and it helps to manage the procurement activity of an organization from procurement, and it supports all the aspect of material management including planning and control. So what is planning and what is controlling? Let's take an example. If I required 1,000 quantity of raw material in the next month, so I have to decide whether we must order all 1,000 quantity at one go, or we can split the order into 2 weeks. Instead of ordering all at once, we can order it twice in a month. So that kind of thing is decision making in planning. So planning is when to order, how much to order, and at what quantity we must order. So we have to planning the procurement related activity. And second part is controlling. So once we order a material, we receive in a company and then we issue material to production for machining. So controlling, we have to control the check usage rate. We have to control and check the usage rate. We have to control the flow of material into the production and make sure production should not stop because of unavailability of raw material. So for that we have to see when next we have to take place order, and there should be a trigger point that we call a reorder point. When the stock falls below that, the item must be reordered. So controlling the inventory management, that is controlling the storing. So it is not only planning part, the controlling part is equally important. Once we receive the material in the inventory, so all the follow up and monitoring the inventory controlling is important. So material management is not related to only one function of material management, but it is related to different functions of material management. So it is highly integrated with other department also. So to provide an unbroken chain of component for production to manufacture goods on time for customer. And as I said, it is integrated with production planning, sales and distribution, finance, plant maintenance, quality management. So how this integration take place, we will discuss in our future video. So that's all about material management. Next, sourcing and procurement. We will see what are the different areas in sourcing and procurement. So I have divided this into three part. First one, master data, second, procurement, and third, inventory management. When we order a material, for that we require a purchase order first, and all the data like which material I want to order, from which vendor, which sources, and what are the price. So all this data comes from master data. So we have different types of master data in material management, like material master data, in which uh, we will see all the related information regarding the material. Then we have vendor master data, and then source list, quota arrangement. What is source list? Suppose I have a material and have three vendor, but I want to fix the vendor for this particular material. I will always order from this vendor. So I want to fix the vendor. That time I can use source list. In quota arrangement, if I want to use all these three vendor, for example, I have 100 quantity, and I can split that 30% of this quantity will be order from this vendor, 20% order from this vendor second, and remaining 50% will order from this vendor three. So we can prioritize the vendor, that is quota arrangement. And then we have purchase info record. So in that it is the combination of vendor and material. In purchase info record, we record the all condition and price of the material for that particular vendor. Then we have service master data. It is relevant to maintenance of service master record. If you wish to store a frequently procured service centrally as a master record, then we use them on a cross application basis. So that's all about master data. In procurement, we have different types of material in company, that we have a stock material, then we have a consumable material, then there is a blanket PO, scheduling agreement, contract. What are the scheduling agreement? What is the contract? What is blanket PO? We will discuss in the part 3, that is procurement session. Then we have some special procurement process like subcontracting, consignment, third party, stock transfer. When we required few operation carried out through external vendor, that time we use this subcontracting. The consignment process, it's when supplier provides the material and stock them in a company's premises, and we don't pay for it instantly unless and until we consume that material. That things comes in under consignment process. Then there is a third party, where we place order with vendor to deliver a good or perform the service for a third party, that is a customer. In that case, company doesn't deliver the material, it just forward the order to external vendor instead. So we'll see in third party. And then when we want to transfer the material from one plant to another plant within a company code or with different company code, that time we use this stock transfer. Then in the third part, we will discuss inventory management. So where we have different types of stocks, like quality stocks, unrestricted stock, block stock. So once material receive, it will go to in quality stock, where we check all the dimensions and all the reports. Then it is transferred to unrestricted stock. That in unrestricted stock, that means there is no restriction, we can use this material for production. And if there is some fault in a material, or there is some document is missing, or any reason, we can block the material in block stock. Then we have a WIP, MRP, EOQ, good movement, physical inventory. So in WIP, how inventory can be managed, for that how we can manage so that there should be no excess and no shortage. It can be determined through WIP calculation. Then we have MRP. So the determination of requirement we can plan through the material requirement planning. Then EOQ, so economic order quantity and safety stock. So system helps to determine to optimize the stock holding and purchasing cost and target service level through this EOQ. And then we have good movement, in that we will see good issue, good receipt, the reservation. So all movement of the material we will see in good movement. Then the physical inventory, in that will match the inventory, actual inventory in the system and actual physical inventory in the premises, so will match in the physical inventory. And all these things comes under the finance. So there is a integration, strong integration in finance. So what accounting entries, which account is get credited, which account get debited, and invoice verification, that's all thing come under the finance video. And the last part is configuration, like we have PO, PR, PIR. So what are the different types of purchase order, different document types of purchase order, and their configuration we will see in detail. Then pricing procedure, this is very important. When we create a purchase order, so how price is reflecting purchase order, how it comes, this will come through the configuration of pricing procedure. Then third is release strategy, when it is used when we want to inform our senior faculty, or when we want to control if the material goes beyond that particular price, then we need approval. That time we use this release strategy. Then we have split valuation, if we want to maintain two price for a single material, then we use this split valuation. Then batch management, here we make a lot of production, so how this batch management is determined we will discuss in detail. Then there is an automatic account determination. So when we enter the good movement in the system, so that time we don't need to enter the GL account manually, since it is automatically determined through this configuration, automatic account determination. What is GL account we'll discuss in next finance video. Then we have auto PO, like when you have thousand of material, thousand of purchase requisition, that time we don't need to create a purchase order separately. We can create a bulk of purchase order through this auto PO. So all these configuration things we will discuss in next video. So all that about the material management, and there are different areas in material management. In next video, we will discuss the master data in detail. So thank you. If you have any doubt regarding this, please ask us. This is your mail ID. So guys, please like, share, subscribe, and please press the bell icon to get more updates. Thank you.